Hey, welcome. Spring 2025 here at Wayne Community College. What's the course? It's Sociology 225 IN01, which is Social Diversity. My name is Dr. Teresa Cox. If this is your first semester here at Wayne, we are glad you chose to be part of Bison Country. And if this is your last semester here at Wayne, we are certainly glad you chose us. And we wish you well in your endeavors, both academic and otherwise. I have your syllabus in front of me. I have Moodle right here. So I'm going to go through. I'll read you the introduction, even though I'm sure you can read it yourself. But that's fine. Okay, this course, 225 IN01, Social Diversity, is a Global Scholar course sponsored and supported by UNC Worldview Global, which means that if you're part of the Global Scholars Program, this course will qualify. And this is a 3-credit-hour course, so there you go. If you are not part of the Global Scholars Program, that is absolutely fine. 225 is a course that is difficult to teach without a global aspect. So all good, either way, all good. Okay, EVQ, January 17th. You've got to get that enrollment quiz completed and uploaded. Make sure that it's submitted. It is due by 11:59. It lets the registrar know that you intend to take this course. Simple as that. It is an enrollment verification quiz. Okay, BibliU. We started using that last semester with some success, I might say. It is a QR type code that will take you directly to, let me look, Inequality, Contemporary Approach to Race, Class, and Gender by Keister. I'm using the second edition. There may be a new one. That's fine if you want to use that. There may be an old one. That's fine if you want to use that. Whatever you find fits your budget well. I have uploaded the PowerPoint slides each 2 weeks from the second edition of Keister. So I'm sure that there's not many changes been made. So whatever, they will be applicable to the quizzes. During the course of this semester, you will have 9 quizzes. Now, we have a rather truncated semester in spring. We have a lot of wonderful holidays. We have a holiday in March. We have, well, not to mention, we have MLK celebration this month. And in April, we also have Good Friday, and then we have the entire week after that as holidays. So I have merged some things together, and I'll walk you through it. Please take the time to stay engaged with this video until the end. You know, it's really important. I know that as students here at Wayne, you see a lot of welcome videos. I understand. But take the time and go back and bookmark this so you can watch it later, because a lot of times I try to squelch questions, you know, before they come up. Okay, sorry. Get off my soapbox. Okay. During the first part of the semester, you will have 2 quizzes per 2 weeks. That averages out to be a quiz a week, but I have opened it up for 2 weeks to allow you to work. That's a wonderful thing about online learning. And this is an asynchronous online learning class, except for the due dates. So during the first part, 1-8 through 119, you will have chapters 1 and 2. Got to get the EVQ. Chapters 3 and 4 will be due on February the 2nd. So you see, we're going with a flow there. Each time that you do not have a paper due, you will have 2 quizzes and 2 optional extra credit essay style quizzes. Some of them are worth 6 points. Some are worth 9. So I encourage you to do the extra credit. First of all, the regular quizzes, 10 questions, multiple choice, are, you know, they're not as in-depth. The essay questions that are your extra credit, they will help you dive into the material a little bit better, not to mention the fact that they will boost your grade. So it's kind of a win-win. Anyway, I encourage you to do that. So the first 2 weeks, you will have 2 quizzes, 2 optional extra credits, and due February the 2nd, which is your second 2 weeks, you will have 2 quizzes, optional extra credit. Now, on February the 16th, I have provided you some material and a cue. You will have a paper due. It is a journal reflection or reflection journal. It should be 300 to 500 words, double spaced. At the top of each paper due this semester, you will have 4. You should insert a header that includes your name, the topic, the course, my name, Dr. Teresa Cox. During that time frame, you will not have a quiz. Only the quizzes are due when the quizzes are due. The papers and the forums are due on the 2 weeks when only papers and forums are due. For the forum, I will provide you with either documentation of a global nature, and that could include, but not as exclusively to, a research article or a documentary on YouTube, none of which are long and burdensome. They will be short enough for you to look at them and talk about them in forum. For a full forum grade, you should post once, respond once. So you should have 2 posts, and I will go through and do whole forum grading. And I enjoy forums. I enjoy being part of forums because it is an opportunity for us to do comparatives with our classmates. And to me, it feels like discussion in class. And the word discussion is why I want you to respond to someone else. It's okay if you don't agree with him. Let's just try to be civil. That's easy. Okay, so that is due February the 16th. March the 2nd, you will have chapters 6 and 7, just quizzes, just optional extra credit. 3.3 through 3.16. I want you to note on your calendar, which I provided, the academic calendar for Wayne, you will see you do have a 2-day break in there. Keep that in mind. We will not have anything due during that time. We'll be working on what we were already working on, right? Okay, so your second paper and form are due, as I said, on the 16th of March. 3:17 through 3:30, you will have chapters 9 and 10, quizzes, and optional extra credit quiz. Okay, now we're going to deviate. If you notice, coming up, you will see that I have left a blank in your calendar on Moodle. 3:31 through 4:17. Now that's a little bit of an extension because the 18th of April is Good Friday. So we're off that day. So I'm giving you a little extra time on your third paper and third forum. So it will be due on Thursday night instead of the previous Sunday night at 11:59. Okay. So that means from the 18th through the whole next week, no work is due. But I will open your last section because, as I said, we have a wonderfully shortened spring semester. 4:28 through 5:9. Now that sounds like it's not a lot of time, but remember, I'm going to open it early for you. You will have chapters 12 and 13 in one quiz with 1 extra credit. That means during the course of this semester, you're having 9 quizzes not 10, 9. That merged quiz, chapters 12 and 13, will have 20 questions. So it is 2 chapters put together in one. Now, for the extra credit, I have included essay questions from both chapters for 1 quiz, extra credit, but it is worth 15 points. So that's towards your total grade. So you just did the math there. We have 9 quizzes, but that last one is merged. And we have extra credit for all 9. Okay? All right. During that same time frame, your final paper is due and your final forum. So that's why I said I'll open it early, because we have that extra amount of work to do. Okay, if you will go into your grade book, you will see that I have included the EVQ into your quiz grade. Your quiz grade is 40% of your total grade for this course. That means that those 4 papers and 4 forums with the accompanying, response is worth the other 60%. Okay. You will notice also in your grade book that I have included extra credit. For the extra credit, if you go to the library and tell them that you need help with the paper, they will direct you to the Learning Center, the Writing Center, and they will let me know if you seek help. And if you do not seek help from them, remember you can get e-help from them, or you can get help from me. Speaking of which, how do you get in touch with her? TB Cox at waynecc.edu. I have included at the top of your syllabus, at the top of Moodle, a business cell phone number. You may text me, but if you do, please tell me which course you're in. I teach a lot of classes for different institutions. It would be nice to know. Of course, I could maybe figure it out by your area code, but that's not always a guarantee with students. Okay, and as I was saying about the extra credit, if you don't have time to reach out to the library, to the Writing Center, let me know, and we'll set up a Google Meet, and we'll talk about it, and I will assign you the extra credit points. Okay? Those journal papers, 300 to 500 words, I will check to see that you didn't run out of things to talk about, because the topics are very in-depth. Now, for reflection journals or journal reflections, people word it back and forth. I don't want you to regurgitate the material. I want you to say, as I read this, it made me feel, or I don't believe, or I don't think. It's okay to get down there and have an opinion. That's what reflection journals are all about. For that reason, I have included sample packets that have some pretty doggone good ones from previous semesters. And, it will help you. So this is a course that, like most sociology courses, folks, they can be real life changers. They can help guide you to a perspective that you will look back years from now and say, wow, wow. It sure has me. Speaking of me, Dr. Teresa Cox, I have a doctorate in education, and no, it's not in sociology. It's in kinesiology. I taught for Randolph Community College I still teach for them. So it's been 21 years. 15 of those years, 16, were PED college transfer, early college, high school, and high school. CCP. And I had to take a few semesters off. My parents needed me. And I had, during the course of bogged down in dissertation, I had gotten a postmaster's degree in sociology, community college teaching from Appalachian. I have a community college teaching adult education from North Carolina State. I have a master's in gerontology and counseling from UNC Greensboro, and my undergrad is in kinesiology from UNC Greensboro, and I have a cooking degree. But after that, I found out you had to have a lot of money to do it, and let's face it, not all of us can do it. Restaurant work, as you know, is hard work for those of you who do it. I've done a few short-term things and really enjoyed it. Oh well. I like to camp. I have 4 corgis, and they like to camp, and they love to bark. They're napping right now, or otherwise you would have already figured that out. You can reach out to me anytime for any reason. Late work. Sorry. How could I be so remiss? I was late bringing up late work. Just kidding. I don't really have a policy about late work because I am aware that life happens. But let me say this. This semester, as you look on Moodle, the flow that I've set up, you've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks that all the material is there at your disposal. And in some cases, longer than that, because remember I said I was going to open that last one up early. Okay, let's think about it. Please send me text, email, phone call, whatever you need to send me. Please send it to me in a timely manner. Hey, I'm behind. Or start out with or, whatever happens. I do understand, but I've been teaching a long time, and I go through my course evaluations, and people always say, she lets people turn in late work, and it's not, well, life is all about finding balance. So help me help you. That's the best way of putting it. Okay, we're finished. If you need me, like I said, reach out to me. Let's have a great semester. And again, thank you for choosing Wayne.